Kia ora, tēnā koutou, hello and welcome back to another episode of Thaumcraft 4.2 with Birdtross. We're starting off today by the infusion altar. I've made some changes here to the Essentia tubes. The top jars now, or not Essentia tubes, the jars rather, the top jars are now void tubes, or most of them are void tubes. I've got the Potentium Plague and Tatio ones aren't void tubes because obviously we're going to need them later. So yeah, the idea is if I have just a little bit more than what I need inside my alembics that are over there, basically there won't be any excess Essentia left in the pipes is what I'm worried about, because the public network, things can get screwed up if there are two different types of Essentia in here at any one time. Holy crap, a light suddenly becomes overwhelmingly bright and it burns my skin. Holy crap, what is going on? We have been sun-scorned. Okay. So what? Wow! That is mega bright! Wow, that is cool! That's a really nice one. It actually allows you to see in the dark. That is a really cool one. So yeah, just before we get on to the rest of the episode today, got a little bit of a story to share. I have gotten a new headset because of the one that I have. It actually broke last night, so I've had to go out to the store today to pick up a new one, and I've picked up, I believe it is called the Gamecom D60 from Plantronics, and yeah, so forgive basically the audio is what I'm trying to say. I'm just still kind of working things out. I've only been using it for about an hour. It's pretty good. The audio is better when it's actually going, but when you can't hear anything, there's actually a little bit of white noise. Minor complaint. But it's no big deal, because most of the time when you're using it, you're actually listening to stuff. So you just gotta still kind of work everything out. It comes with this little weird sound thing that you need to do. Anyway, man, sun-scorned. Okay, anyway, so last time we got ourselves the Thaumanomicon, and, well, we didn't get it, we unlocked a new tab in the Thaumanomicon, rather. It's got this nice dark nebula background, and we also learned about the Eldritch Epiphany, giving us our first steps into the unknown, and it allows us to create void seeds, which I'm assuming are going to be used for some sort of recipes moving forward here in Thaumcraft. Now, there are several different things here in this tab. We're going to be doing a little bit more research today because we kind of teased it a bit last time. We might as well go ahead and pick up a couple of different things, and I'm thinking we probably want to get at least these two guys. So I think we'll start off with Void Metal. Strange. It should feel cold. We're going to need some scribing tools and paper. Man, the sunscorn. That is so cool. Okay, so it's a little bit different for me recording with this new headset. It creates one of those seal things around your ears, so it's very difficult for me to sort of talk. I don't sound the way I normally do when I'm speaking because, you know, my voice is sort of a little bit muffled for me. It should be fine for you guys, but yeah. Oh, hello. It looks like the picture actually moves at a little bit of a different speed in relation to these guys. Oh, I didn't actually notice that before. Has that happened on these other ones? Oh, yeah, it does a little bit, but you don't notice it as much because the background is very similarly coloured, but on this, because there's a lot of these little different colours, yeah, that is much more noticeable. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick up Void Metal to start things off. It's kind of a dark grey. There is sun-scorned grey at the moment. So starting off we have Wakwas, Tenebrae, we have Metallum, yeah, that's right, that's what I said, and Alienis. Okay. Yeah, that one's just a little bit hard to say sometimes. So let's get started with this. This is sort of darker ones, as you'd expect. That one's made of Tenebrae and Wakwas, so we are going to have to sort of forced to break a rule, because I don't think Alienis is inside anything else. No, not that I can think of right off the bat. And then the Metallum kind of hiding way out in the corner here. Perhaps what we can do is something like Vitreus and Ordo, and then we can use Permutatio somehow. Would be a fairly good plan, I would say. So we've got this over here. Tenebrae is made up of Wakwas and Lux. We'll have to go with Lux because we're already using Wakwas. So bring that out. And then that's made of Ignis and Air. Now, do I want to go straight to Air? I think I do, actually. So let's have a look. Alienis and Tenebra here. So we're going to have to probably... Whack walls will probably be the best thing to use here. So that those connect up. Now, those two normally connect via Mortus, but... might have to do something like Periditio Permutatio is the best bet. Yeah, but that's made up of Periditio there, so we are going to have to think a little bit more imaginatively here. Perhaps what we can do is come out here via Gerlum. That's a possibility. But how am I going to bring this over here? Is there anything that'll go Io, something else, and then Ordidor? That's a good question. Unless I can sort of go Erba. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. We might try going through Sanor as a potential candidate there for this one. And then Arbor has got this inside it. And then we need to go Victus and then Sanor, and that'll work. Oh, almost got rid of it there. So that's those two hooked up. And then these, that will connect to Ingis, I'm supposing, and then we've got Gerlum. Let's try that out. I've been told that Gerlum, it's a hard G, not Gerlum. Gerlum is the pronunciation there. Anyway, we picked up Void Metal. Strange. Feels cold. That is very quiet for me as well. I'm going to have to rebalance my audio at some point. I'm going to have to mess with the microphone settings and all that, because that is really quiet for me. Oh, hello. That is unlocked. 2 new things. So getting the Void Metal has got us the Advanced Essentia storage and the Void Metal Wand Caps. Oh my goodness. There's a new top-tiered wand, I'm hoping. Something more powerful than Thaumium. That'd be kind of cool. So anyway, let's have a look at this Void Metal. By infusing magic into metal, you'd managed to create Thaumium. It was a worthy discovery, but the time has come to leave Thaumium to amateurs and dabblers. A strange and half-remembered dream has given you the urge to try something different. What if you infuse metal with more than just magic, but with the very essence where magic is drawn from? Darkness, and the void that dwells between the stars. The resulting metal is disturbingly slick and warm to the touch. It is almost as soft as gold, making it easy to work, but when struck it becomes as hard as Thaumium, and sometimes even harder. More impressively, all but the most devastating damage soon repairs itself as the metal slowly flows back into place. The only downside is that it isn't as easy to enchant as Thaumium, but still compares favourably to mundane materials like iron. You have discovered that care must be taken when handling the metal. Being harmed by it seems to temporarily sap your strength. Okay, so I guess that's a whole new suite of tools here. The Void Axe, and that's made with your standard shape using these Void Metal ingots. So we get ourselves a cool sword. It's got lesser sapping and warping 1. What is this warp that it's talking about? It just decreases your strength or something? What's going on with these? Of course we're going to have to make some of these, but we just need to quickly go back. Oh man, that's a cool texture for the shovel. Yeah, there's an entire suite of tools here. A Void Helm, a Void Chestplate. Yeah, it's got the armor too. It actually kind of looks like Thaumium, except it's sort of been darkened a little bit. Okay, that's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. But the recipe for it is a Void Seed and 8 Metallum. Okay. Well, that's kind of weird because I've just been burning up a bit of Metallum to break down, mostly into just wheat layers so that I can make more Ordidor, because I'm always low on Ordidor. Anyway, well, I guess that's something to do with our spare Metallum now. That's pretty awesome. Very, very cool. Anyway, so I do want to try and go for that, actually, to be honest. But let's go ahead and get this Wand Focus Primal Raw Magic. And that's a forbidden research. It's only minor, but you know, we've sort of already gone insane enough to unlock the Eldritch tab. What more could happen? Sun Scornage, I suppose. That's kind of a bit yellowy whitish. Okay. Very awesome. Let's have a look. Oh my goodness. Didn't I already do this one? Oh, it's actually a little bit different. Okay, this one should actually be relatively easy to solve now that I look at it. Actually, those two probably won't go together very easily now that I look at it, but we're going to have to solve that. Okay, then let's get started with this one. So those two will connect via wheat trails. Fairly straightforward. Maybe I want to put the wheat trails there, and we'll see. See, can't think of anything that those will do. Let's just actually just kind of just throw some of these down to see if they actually generate something. No, so those two won't fuse together into anything. But these two, on the other hand, I believe Wheatium would be something that we can stick in there. That'll solve that problem. How am I going to get those two together, though, is a big question. I'm thinking I'm going to have to go through wheat rails, actually. And then we can go, let's see. And then I'm thinking Cognitio somehow. Spiritus, yeah. That's probably the best plan, so it's going to do something like this. Well, that's probably not the best plan, actually, because Aqua's going to need to come out of there. Yeah. Okay, well, what can I use to get that out? I think what I'm going to have to do is use a bit of Limos here, actually, just to kind of break us out a little bit. Now, that's made up of weak tooth, though, so this could get a little bit interesting. So let's try... Okay, we'll try the weak tooth right here. Weak tooth, here you come. That will connect to there. Now, then Spiritus, okay. So what I'm thinking, so we need to basically bridge over, right? So we'll go Cognitio right here. Now, I believe Spiritus actually has that in, yes. And then this needs to connect over here. Yeah. Or unless I can somehow bridge it over to Terra. I was planning on using Weetus to do that, so we're going to have to try something a little bit different. Maybe. Okay, so this will go right here. Now, Spiritus is made of life and death. Right. We might have to break the rule. The rule, he's gonna break the rule. What about Eter? Eter, huh? Because I'm thinking we can go Eter Motus Bestia, huh? Yeah. Eter Motus Bestia. Let's have a look. Bestia, where are you? Over here. There we go. So that'll connect those two up. Now all I have to do is do Spiritus, and that will work. Right? Cognitio, let's just have a look. Yeah, so that works. That's all hooked up and all gravy. That's very good. Now, this guy is made up of Potentia and Wakwas. Now, Wakwas is not going to be very good here, because it's right there. And if that was like right next to each other, that'd be great, but it's not, so how do we solve it? That is a question. Okay. I think we have a solution here. If we go Alrum Wakwas, will that work? No. That's close, but no cigar. Or perhaps what we can do... Okay, that's kind of stretching it a bit. Yeah, I think we're going to have to probably break the rule here a tiny amount. Throw some iron down, get those two hooked up. Yeah, but now how do I hook over here? That is also a question. Permutatio could be used to bridge those two. What about you, Winculum? Possibility if I do that. Yeah, I think we've already kind of broken the rule a little bit, but I would like to stick to it if I can. I don't like doing this because it's been a while since I actually needed to do something like this, and I think we'll just throw on something that we've got a lot of that'll connect to that. Connect to Peneditio. Anything that we've got? A death, we have a heap of that, so throw that on. Okay, so we did a sort of two cheats here, but that's okay. That's okay. Let's have a look at the Wand Focus Primal. Okay, we picked up some more permanent and regular warp. Okay, let's have a look here. Raw magic. Okay, what do you have to say? What madness possessed you to create this thing? This focus seems wildly dangerous, and only a lunatic will attempt to use it anywhere but the most controlled environments. Granted, the orb of raw primal energy it creates is quite devastating, but its path of travel is erratic at best, and downright malicious at worst. It does beg further study, however. The orb shows some interesting dimensional properties, and it exhibits energy patterns you have only seen of wisps and aura nodes. Oh, okay. To craft this we need 25 of the primals, 4 diamonds, a primal charm, and 4 nether quartz. Oh, hold on. The cost is sort of going all over the show. Oh. Okay. Sure, I guess we'll go ahead and try making this thing. I mean, we're crazy enough to do it. We have to do it for the glory of the YouTubes anyway. Okay, let's see. It looks like we've got a primal charm ready to go. Gonna need to break up one of my diamond blocks. And 4 nether quartz. I'm almost run out of this. It's been a while since I went to get some. There we go. Now I should have the scepter in there with tons of charge. Oh, we got drained a little bit there, somehow. Change that over. Right, so let's put the quartz in. Let's get those diamonds in place. And you. 19.5 with all our discounts, though. Okay, so we have gained some more warp. Let's see what happens when we put this baby on. Oh, wow. Look at the animation on the focus tip there. That's pretty cool. So what the heck does this thing do? Oh my goodness. What the? Whoa! Oh my goodness. That exploded. Wow. That is fun. How much does that use for real? So we're on 93.63. So it does seem to be jumping around a little bit, isn't it? Yeah, so it's just constantly changing what it costs. Tends to be jumping from anywhere from as low as 0.4, about. Yeah, from as low as 0.44 all the way up to about 2.2, by the looks from all those various costs. It just sort of seems to be mixing around if and when necessary, but holy cow! Just fire it up into the atmosphere, what happens? What? Does it kind of fly backwards on you? I want to experiment with this a bit, guys. Yep. You guys come here? Man, this thing is amazing! So it just kind of goes down a little bit, and now it's curving off this way. Is it dependent on where the player is? So if I stand under it, will it go up? Not sure. Just kind of exploding a bit of the mesa here. Okay. The primal focus. Yay. I have no idea how I'm supposed to be able to use that. Where would that come in handy? It sort of blows up the blocks. That's a small downside. What does the focal manipulator have to say about this, though? Let's get it back out. Get it out of the focus pouch. Yikes, man. I guess we better scan it. Goodness gravy. I haven't scanned it. Scan. Okay. We got a new research clue. Okay, from researching that, we'll have a look at that in just a little bit. So if I throw you in there, okay, all I can do is make it cast less of the good stuff. Okay, we'll just put that away for now. We'll see what enchantments we want on it later. So let's get our chain lightning back on. My personal favourite. Yeah, let's have a look at that new research. Oh wow, okay. So that has given us the Staff core of the Primal. Oh my goodness. So we can make a wand caps and a staff core now, so there is a better wand. Okay, the Silverwood staff is... You're not the top dog anymore, Boomstick. Sorry to say. You have been demoted from the top spot. Okay, I think we'll finish off the episode by picking up these two. That's probably the best thing to do. I've still got my scribing tools, I just need a little bit more paper. So let's pick up those research notes. Moderate and mostly harmless. Which one shall we start with? Oh, someone is behind me! Come forth, foul demon! Yeah, okay. Nobody come to say hello to the bird. Which one shall we do first? I think we'll do the staff core first. Oh dear! That's an expensive one. Man, if I thought the last one was hard, that one kind of takes the cake. Okay, that one's made up of the primals plus instrumentum and precantatio. Okay, that is... I think we might have to abandon the one aspect rule for this one. This is a little bit ridiculous. Yeah, they're all pretty far apart too. So, with that in mind, let's go ahead and probably just kind of sort of do the dirty tactic of Arbor Air that we were sort of doing. Oh, but yeah, so we've got Terra right there. I believe Victus is... Yeah, so... We'll probably just do something like this. And then... I think what we'll do is just bring Arbor along like this. Then we'll do Arbor again, and then we can offshoot like that to Elba. Okay. Then what we could do is Spiritus Cognitio to connect to there, but we're out of Spiritus by the looks. And we're out of Victus. So let's pick up a Spiritus and Cognitio. Throw that in. Okay, Spiritus and... So, wow. I wish it would just make, make the smaller aspects for you automatically. Sort of like the way that Factorio does it. I think I've said that before. Anyway, this guy needs to connect up as well. Precantatio. Right, so Wakwas is probably going to be our best bet here. So, let's bring that along. Like so. And then, probably back to Ire. Just gonna keep it nice and simple. It's so cheaty. It's been a while since I sort of went that cheaty route anyway. Instrumentum. Okay, that's got Ordo in it. Right. So we could probably just go Ordo Permutatio is probably the best thing to do. I'm out of ink. So let's fill up the scribing tools with some of our ink. There we go. Man, that primal focus is beautiful. So these guys need to go along as well. Now that's just got Victus in it as well, so that's relatively straightforward, and we can just do Sun or something. So bring that along, and then I think what we'll do is Ordo on this side. Yeah. So bring our Ire chain along. Let's see, Arbor again. Right, so you need to go. Let's see, we need to bring these along now. So we'll go Sanor. Victus, like that, and then Erba probably right there. Get Victus, biff that in, very good, and we can pop another Sano in there. So there we go. That is this one out of the way. Staff core of the Primal. Man, so many aspects. I don't think we would have been able to one aspect that one. Okay, that is more permanent warp as well as sort of medium warp. But what does this have to say about it? This core pulses with latent energy. It combines all of the features of the lesser stave cores. It has the V storage capacity of the Silverwood core, and is able to replenish its V stores like the various Primal Wand cores. Lastly, it adds one level of potency to any foci used with it. Whoa! Holy cow! This is truly a potent tool in any thaumaturge's arsenal. Note, you still need to add caps to this stave rod, just like you would for a normal wand. Holy cow, we got to make this. Okay, this is going to require all of the other minor types of stuff, of course. Okay, as well as a silverwood rod, 2 primal charms, as well as a whole jar full of this, and half a jar of everything else. So, as far as this entry goes, it's relatively cheap. As far as these go, it's going to be a huge setup time. Wow. But yeah, let's go ahead and get the void metal caps. I already have the research note. Thank you for that, Azanor. Okay, what have you got to say for yourself? This one may be a little bit more manageable, but I still don't know. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. We'll start with Alrum, so that's got pretty Contatu and Ire. We sort of have to go Ire. That's Whack-Wolves. And we're already using Ire, so we have to go Perditio or something like Tenebrae. So we'll go like that, and then I think we'll go Lux. Yeah. Sort of what we have to do. Yeah, I think we might have to abandon the, abandon that plan again. Basically just gonna cheat it a little bit. I say cheat, but in actuality it's just kind of just doing it, you know? So that's Tenebrae. Tenebrae is one I've actually got a ridiculous amount of. So I'm not too worried about just kind of doing that, then going Luke's, then bringing that over. So let's go Ire and Luke's and Ire and Luke's. Just like that. And then Instrumentum. That goes to Order, so that's pretty straightforward as well. So we'll go Mortus right here. What about you? I think we'll just do the other Whack-Wolves route as well. So let's go Whack-Wolves, Tenebrae, Luke's, and that'll connect up to that. No problem. There we go. And then those two need to hook up. So we'll just throw another Ire in there. There we go. So, not as challenging when I'm not sort of doing the one aspect thing, but you know, it's a great challenge. So that is the Void Metal Wand Caps, Power from Beyond. What do you have to say? Crafting wand caps from void metal seems counterintuitive, since it seems to be highly resistant to magic. But counterintuitive is where you live now. Your gamble has paid off. The metal itself may be resistant to magic, but it channels with surprising ease. The magic does seem strange somehow, but it is probably just your imagination. There we go, the inert Void Metal Wand Cap is made with Void Metal Nuggets, which I'm assuming you just break down a normal Void Metal Ingot, as well as a couple of aspects. Pretty good. And so you take that, as well as 4 Silice Mundus, as well as a bunch of aspects, and make yourself the charged one. So you're going to need 2 of those. So keep that in mind. You're going to need 2 if you want to make your wand. Well, there we go. We have just discovered that there is a better wand in the game. Guys. Oh boy. Guys, we are going to have to make that new wand, and I think that's probably what we're going to have to do in the next episode of Thaumcraft. Thank you guys very much for watching this episode. I'm going to have to take a ton of time to prepare all these materials. Holy cow, man. Yes, I'll do most of that preparation off camera, but the actual infusions and stuff will probably be done on camera. So, thank you for watching this episode of Thaumcraft. Hop into a Birdtross. It was a little bit, just a, sort of 2 research episodes back to back, but it is Eldritch research. I hope that you guys don't mind too much. So, thank you very much for watching. As I've already said, kia kaha, and I'll see you in the next episode.